got all these recipes from EasyNailTech.com. So why don't we start with baking soda and honey.
I grabbed a tablespoon of baking soda, put that in a bowl. Then I grabbed a tablespoon of honey and put that in a bowl. And then I mixed it. And boy, did it make a super thick paste that was kind of hard to stir because it was super thick. And then I put some on my nail. Now, I did notice that it was kind of too much. So I removed a little. And I gotta say, this recipe made a whole bunch. I mean, I think it made so much. And then I grabbed my metal cuticle pusher and I started pushing back my cuticles. Now, we're not actually removing cuticles. We're just pushing them back and removing the dead skin. But I gotta say, it did work. I don't know, it was kind of, I felt like it was a little harsh. Can you tell the difference between the nail that I just used the DIY cuticle remover on and which one I didn't?
And did you notice that I'm using these DIY cuticle removers on my destroyed nails? Don't they look better? But now I'm gonna flip to my other nails, which are longer, and you'll notice that my destroyed nails are shorter than this one, but they're coming back.
At the time of filming this, I didn't have any exfoliator, so I borrowed my brother's exfoliator. And the website says to put it on your nail and wait 30 seconds and then wash it off. After I washed my nails off, I went ahead and grabbed some oil because the recipe calls for some kind of oil. So I'm going to be using my Dollar Tree cuticle oil. And then I'm just going to massage that in. And then I'm going to take my wooden cuticle pusher, not my metal one. That one's too rough. Using these DIY cuticle recipes, don't use a metal one. Anyways, so I went ahead and just pushed it back with my wooden one. And I got to say it worked. It was very nice and natural. I grabbed some great value apple cider vinegar and I soaked my finger in it for 30 seconds like the recipe said, and then you moisturize like you just rub in some oil in your cuticle. And so I did. This one was kind of harsh, but it did work just the same as the others. Please remember when you're pushing back your cuticles to be very, very gentle because you do not want to be harsh at all. I was so excited about this one because it involves a lemon, and if you know my channel and me, you know that I love using lemons. So I stuck my finger in the lemon for 30 seconds like they said on the recipe, and then they said, oil in your cuticle, so I went ahead and massaged that into my cuticle, and then I grabbed my wooden cuticle pusher and I started pushing back my cuticles. Now, keep in mind, I have not used any cuticle remover on any of my fingernails for, 3 weeks before I actually tried these. This recipe pretty much performed like the others, but I really, really like it because it's so natural and it's got lemons in it, I washed my hands with just some warm water and some soap. Yes, some dish soap. Yeah, I say dish soap as dish soap. And then I went ahead and just grabbed my coconut oil and I moisturized my cuticles with that because, I don't know. They just said use any oil pretty much that you want. Then I grabbed my wooden cuticle pusher and I started pushing back my cuticles and it worked. It was pretty much exactly like the exfoliated recipe. Pretty much performed exactly like that one.
These recipes might not be as effective as a dedicated cuticle remover, but you know exactly what you're putting on your nails. When you go to buy a cuticle remover, you don't know what they put in it. You don't know what chemicals they use. So maybe not as effective. They work and they're natural. So that could be a win in itself. You notice that I used my metal cuticle pusher in this video and my wooden one. If you don't want to use either of those things, I suggest watching this video right here.